Hi, I'm attorney Ben Schwartz. Today we're going to talk about car accident cases that involve airbag failures. You know, there's been a lot in the news about the Takata airbag recall. Some airbags, when they go off, shoot out metal projectiles that cause people injuries. And that is a type of case that is in the news recently. But what I'd really like to talk about is that I get phone calls all the time about car accident cases where the airbag didn't go off. And so people are always asking me, I was in a car accident and my airbag didn't go off. Should we pursue a case against the manufacturer of the car, or should we pursue a case against the manufacturer of the airbag? And oftentimes what I find is that the way the accident happened isn't a type of accident that you would expect an airbag to go off. And so what I'd like to do is just talk a minute today about how airbags work in car crashes. So basically, the idea is that if you're in a frontal collision, meaning you're running into another vehicle and the damage is to the front of your car, you would expect your airbag to go off if you have a closing rate of 8 to 14 miles an hour, which means that if you've got to run into the back of something or run into the side of another vehicle so that you have the impact to the front of your car. And then the collision has to be significant enough to get the airbag to go off. And so for it to be significant, you've got to have an impact where you're going 8 to 14 miles an hour and you run into something. The reason for that is because a lot of airbags use what's called a ball and tube. There's a tube that has a metal ball in it, and the ball is held to the back of the tube by a magnet, and there's two sensors at the front of the tube. And if the impact is great enough to dislodge that ball from the magnet at the back of the tube and send it to the front of the tube where it closes a circuit by touching those two sensors, that will light the airbag off. And so I get people who contact me all the time. They're going through an intersection, someone runs a red light and smashes into the side of them, their airbag didn't go off, and then they ask me, should we pursue a case against the automobile manufacturer because the airbag didn't go off? And the answer is absolutely not. I wouldn't expect your airbag to go off. But this is a question that comes up quite often. I think people should know what airbags are designed to do and how they work, just so that people have more information about what to expect in the event that they're in an accident, or so people have more information about what to expect from an attorney who is investigating potential claims after a car accident involving personal injuries. Again, I'm attorney Ben Schwartz. Hope you found this video informative and interesting. If you have questions for me about car accidents or personal injury claims, send me an email. I'm at ben.schwartz@schwartzandschwartz.com, or you can comment on this post on our Facebook page. We're at facebook.com/schwartzandschwartz.